Let's start from the beginning. Diddy, the iconic rapper, producer, and entrepreneur, was recently arrested in connection with some very serious allegations. While the details about his charges are still emerging, what's even more surprising is the sudden mention of Oprah Winfrey's name in this situation. You heard that right. Oprah, the media mogul known for her generosity, book club, and inspiring interviews, is being dragged into the conversation. Here's where things take a turn. According to some sources, right after Diddy's arrest, Oprah was reported to have left the country. This move has led to a flood of speculation online. People are asking, why would Oprah flee the country now of all times? Is she involved in something bigger? The timing of her alleged departure has sparked rumors that she may have had some connection to Diddy's alleged activities. Now, let's pause for a moment and think about what this means. Oprah is one of the most respected and powerful figures in the entertainment industry. Over the years, she's built an image of trustworthiness, compassion, and influence. She's someone people look up to, someone who's inspired millions with her story of rising from humble beginnings to becoming one of the most successful women in the world. So, when her name gets attached to a scandal like this, it's no wonder the internet is in shock. The key question people are asking is, what would make Oprah, of all people, become a part of this controversy? Could it be possible that she had some kind of involvement in Diddy's alleged illegal activities? Or is this just another example of how quickly rumors can spread, especially when it comes to celebrities? Right now, what we know is mostly based on speculation. Some reports suggest that Oprah's alleged departure from the country could be a coincidence. After all, celebrities travel all the time, and it's possible that her trip was planned long before any of this news broke. However, others argue that the timing is too suspicious to ignore. They believe that Oprah might have left to avoid being questioned or investigated. This is where things get even more intense. Online sleuths have started digging into Oprah's past, looking for any possible connections to Diddy or his alleged activities. Some are pointing to her history of friendships and collaborations with various powerful figures in Hollywood, questioning whether these relationships could reveal something deeper. On the flip side, many of Oprah's fans are coming to her defense, saying that these accusations are baseless and unfair. Regardless of what the truth is, one thing is certain: this story is shaking up Oprah's carefully crafted public image. For decades, she's been seen as someone who stands for truth, empowerment, and doing the right thing. But now, with these rumors swirling around, people are starting to ask if there's a side to Oprah that the public has never seen before. The internet has been buzzing with theories, debates, and questions. Some people are sharing clips of old interviews and moments from Oprah's career, trying to find clues that could either prove or disprove the allegations. Others are waiting for official statements from Oprah or her representatives, hoping for clarity. As of now, there hasn't been any public response from Oprah about these claims, which only adds to the mystery. This leads us to an important point about how quickly stories like this can spread in today's world. With social media and the 24-hour news cycle, it doesn't take long for rumors to snowball into massive scandals. Whether the allegations are true or not, the damage to a celebrity's reputation can be significant. Now, let's get into the heart of the allegations that are connecting Oprah to this scandal. The biggest rumor making the rounds is that Oprah's sudden departure from the country wasn't just a coincidence. Some sources claim that her decision to leave might be directly tied to Diddy's arrest. What's being alleged is shocking. People are speculating that Oprah could be involved in illegal activities connected to Diddy, and these activities reportedly involve underage individuals. Let's break this down. The claim here is that there's a link between Diddy's arrest and certain allegations about activities involving underage people. This is a serious issue, and it's something that authorities don't take lightly. So, when Oprah's name started being mentioned in connection with this, it sent shockwaves across the internet. Here's where things get even murkier. Some reports suggest that Oprah's departure might have been an attempt to avoid scrutiny or questioning by investigators. While there's no solid evidence yet to back up these claims, the timing has definitely raised eyebrows. Think about it. If someone as high profile as Oprah suddenly leaves the country right after a major arrest like Diddy's, it's bound to create speculation. People want to know, is this just a coincidence, or is there more to the story? Online, people are already drawing their own conclusions. Social media is flooded with posts and comments about the possible connections between Oprah and Diddy. Some are pointing to their past interactions, wondering if there's a deeper relationship between the two that hasn't been made public. Others are asking if Oprah might have had knowledge of or even involvement in the activities that Diddy is now being accused of. At the same time, many of Oprah's fans are pushing back against these claims, saying there's no way she could be involved in something like this. To them, Oprah has always been a symbol of honesty and integrity, someone who uses her platform to promote good causes and inspire others. The idea that she could be tied to something so dark feels unthinkable to her supporters. But let's consider the bigger picture for a moment. In the world of fame and power, things aren't always what they seem. Celebrities often have layers to their lives that the public doesn't see. Behind the glamorous red carpets and inspiring speeches, there can be complex networks of relationships and decisions that aren't always squeaky clean. This is why stories like this grab so much attention, because they challenge the image we have of someone we admire. What's also worth noting is the role of the media in shaping these narratives. When a scandal like this breaks, rumors and speculations can spread like wildfire. Headlines can make situations seem far worse than they actually are, and people can be quick to believe the worst without waiting for concrete evidence. That's why it's so important to take a step back and ask, what do we actually know, and what's just speculation at this point? So far, there's no official statement from Oprah or her team addressing these allegations. This silence has left room for even more speculation. Some people see it as a sign that she's avoiding the spotlight on purpose, while others believe she might be consulting with her legal team before saying anything. Either way, the lack of clarity has only fueled the fire, with more and more people jumping to their own conclusions. This also raises a critical question. If Oprah is innocent, why wouldn't she speak out and shut down these rumors immediately? On the other hand, if she is involved in some way, how would this impact her career and legacy? These are the kinds of questions being debated online right now, and they're adding to the intense scrutiny surrounding her. Another aspect of this story that's gaining traction is the legal implications. If these allegations turn out to have any truth to them, it could lead to investigations that involve some of the most powerful institutions in the world. We're talking about law enforcement agencies, federal investigations, and possibly even court cases. And if Oprah is truly being investigated, it could mark one of the most dramatic falls from grace in modern celebrity history. On the flip side, if these allegations are proven false, it would serve as a stark reminder of how quickly misinformation can spread. It would also highlight the immense pressure public figures face when they're thrust into the center of a scandal, even if they've done nothing wrong. Either way, this situation is a major wake-up call for anyone who follows celebrity culture. It's a reminder that fame and power come with a level of scrutiny that most of us can't even imagine. For someone like Oprah, who has spent decades building an image of trust and generosity, this kind of controversy could be incredibly damaging, regardless of whether or not the allegations are true. So where does this leave us? Right now, we're in a place of uncertainty. The allegations are serious, but they're also unproven. The timing of Oprah's departure from the country raises questions, but it doesn't confirm anything. And while Diddy's arrest has brought these issues to the forefront, the full story is far from clear. Now let's talk about one of the most explosive parts of these allegations, the claim that Oprah Winfrey spent millions of dollars to cover up evidence, including tapes that reportedly feature compromising situations with underage celebrities. This part of the story has left people stunned, and it's fueling even more speculation about what might be going on behind the scenes. So what exactly are these allegations? According to some reports, there are rumors that Oprah used her incredible wealth and influence to suppress evidence that could potentially incriminate her. Specifically, the claims involve tapes that allegedly show illegal and highly inappropriate situations involving underage individuals. These rumors suggest that Oprah went to great lengths, spending millions of dollars to ensure that these tapes never saw the light of day. First, let's address how serious these accusations are. If there's any truth to these claims, it would mean that Oprah not only knew about these situations, but also actively worked to cover them up. That's a far cry from the image she has cultivated over decades, a philanthropist, a mentor, and a trusted media icon who stands for empowerment and justice. These rumors have sparked a huge debate online. Some people are questioning how someone as powerful as Oprah could possibly be involved in something so sinister. They're asking, why would someone with her resources and reputation need to cover anything up? Could this just be a case of her being unfairly targeted because of her fame and success? On the other hand, others argue that her wealth and power might actually make it easier for her to hide things. After all, when you're one of the richest and most influential people in the world, you have access to resources that most people can't even imagine. From high-powered lawyers to private investigators and public relations teams, someone in Oprah's position could potentially control the narrative in ways that ordinary people cannot. But here's the thing. As of now, there's no hard evidence to support these claims. The allegations about tapes and a multi-million-dollar cover-up are based on speculation and unverified reports. Without solid proof, it's impossible to know whether these claims are true or just another example of how quickly rumors can spiral out of control, especially in the age of social media. That hasn't stopped people from speculating, though. Some are pointing to Oprah's long history of connections with powerful figures in Hollywood and beyond, wondering if these relationships could have played a role in the alleged cover-up. Others are revisiting past controversies in her career, suggesting that there might be a pattern of questionable behavior that has been hidden from the public. And let's not forget the role of the media in all of this. Stories like these often get blown out of proportion because of the way they're reported. Sensational headlines and viral posts can make rumors seem more credible than they actually are, especially when there's no immediate response from the person being accused. In Oprah's case, the fact that she hasn't addressed these allegations yet has only added fuel to the fire. It's also worth noting that the idea of compromising tapes has been a recurring theme in many celebrity scandals over the years. From leaked recordings to hidden footage, the entertainment industry has seen its fair share of damaging evidence coming to light. However, until there's actual proof that such tapes exist in Oprah's case, this remains nothing more than a rumor. Still, the idea that Oprah could be connected to such a scandal has shaken her fans and followers. For decades, she has been a symbol of hope, resilience, and generosity. She's someone who has used her platform to shine a light on important issues, from education to mental health to social justice. The thought that she might be involved in something as dark as this is hard for many people to process. But here's the reality. Allegations like these, even when unproven, can have a lasting impact on someone's reputation. The court of public opinion is often harsh, and once a narrative takes hold, it can be incredibly difficult to undo the damage. For Oprah, this means that even if these claims turn out to be false, the mere association with such a scandal could tarnish her legacy. Let's also talk about the legal side of things. If these tapes do exist, and if there's any evidence of a cover-up, it could lead to serious legal consequences for everyone involved. We're talking about possible charges for obstruction of justice, conspiracy, and other crimes. And if law enforcement agencies like the FBI are indeed investigating, as some reports suggest, this situation could escalate quickly. At the same time, if these allegations are proven to be false, it would be a major example of how damaging rumors can be. It would also raise questions about why these claims were made in the first place. Was it an attempt to discredit Oprah? Was it part of a larger agenda to take her down? These are the kinds of questions that people are already asking online, and they're adding even more layers to this complicated story. As for Oprah, her silence on these allegations has left many wondering what her next move will be. Will she come forward to address the rumors and clear her name? Or will she choose to stay quiet and let the legal process play out? Whatever happens, one thing is clear: this story isn't going away anytime soon, so where do we go from here? For now, all we can do is wait for more information to come to light. Whether it's through official statements, investigative reports, or credible news coverage, the truth will eventually come out. Until then, it's important to remember that rumors and allegations don't equal guilt. In a situation as serious as this, it's crucial to approach the story with caution and critical thinking. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture, because this story isn't just about the recent allegations. It's also forcing people to re-examine Oprah's past controversies and questioning whether her carefully crafted public image has always been as spotless as it seems. For decades, Oprah has been one of the most respected and beloved figures in the world. She's been a trailblazer in television, a champion of philanthropy, and an inspiration to millions. But now, with these new allegations surfacing, people are starting to take a closer look at her history, and what they're finding is sparking even more debate. One of the key areas people are revisiting is the controversies surrounding Oprah's Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa. The school, which she founded to help underprivileged girls receive a world-class education, was once seen as a shining example of her commitment to making a difference. However, the institution has faced its share of scandals, including allegations of abuse by staff members. While Oprah took swift action at the time and expressed deep regret over what happened, critics are now bringing up these incidents again as part of the larger conversation about her legacy. There's also the matter of past lawsuits and business dealings that have come under scrutiny. Over the years, Oprah has been involved in legal battles related to her brand, endorsements, and partnerships. While these disputes are not uncommon for someone of her stature, they're being re-examined in light of the current allegations. People are asking, could there be a pattern of questionable decision-making or associations that we've overlooked? And then, there are the endorsements. Oprah has used her platform to promote countless products, books, and ideas, many of which have gone on to become hugely successful thanks to her influence. But not all of these endorsements have been without controversy. In some cases, products she supported were later criticized or faced backlash, raising questions about the extent of her involvement and whether she always does her due diligence. All of this is leading people to ask a tough question. Is there a side to Oprah that the public has never seen? For years, she's been the gold standard for authenticity, someone who's known for speaking her truth and encouraging others to do the same. But now, with these allegations and the renewed focus on her past, some are starting to wonder if there's more to her story than meets the eye. This brings us to another important point, the potential dark side of fame and power. Oprah's success has made her one of the most powerful women in the world, with a level of influence that few can match. But as we've seen with other high-profile figures, that kind of power can sometimes come with complications. Whether it's making difficult decisions, navigating complex relationships, or facing criticism for one's actions, fame can amplify both the good and the bad. The allegations against Oprah, if proven true, would suggest that she may have used her influence not just to build her empire, but also to protect herself and others involved in illegal activities. This is, of course, a serious accusation, and it's one that would have far-reaching implications, not just for Oprah, but for the broader conversation about accountability and justice in the world of celebrity. At the same time, it's important to acknowledge that none of these allegations have been proven. While the rumors are damaging, they remain just that, rumors. Oprah has not been charged with any crime, and there's no definitive evidence linking her to the activities she's being accused of. Until more information comes to light, it's essential to approach this story with caution and avoid jumping to conclusions. That said, the damage to Oprah's public image is already significant. Even if she's ultimately cleared of any wrongdoing, the fact that her name is being associated with such serious allegations is enough to leave a lasting impact. For someone who has spent decades building a legacy of trust and generosity, this is a major challenge that could redefine how she's perceived for years to come. The conclusion of this story is still unwritten, but one thing is clear. It's a reminder that no one, no matter how powerful or respected, is above the law. It also highlights the complexities of fame, the power of public perception, and the importance of truth in a world where rumors can spread faster than facts. As we wait to see how this situation unfolds, it's worth reflecting on the lessons we can learn from it. Whether Oprah is guilty, innocent, or somewhere in between, her story is a stark reminder of the challenges that come with living in the public eye. It's also a call to action for all of us to think critically about the narratives we consume and the judgments we make about others. In the end, the real question isn't just about Oprah. It's about what this story reveals about our society as a whole. How do we hold powerful people accountable? How do we balance the need for justice with the risk of spreading misinformation? And how do we ensure that everyone, regardless of their status, is treated fairly under the law? These are the questions that will continue to shape this conversation in the days, weeks, and months to come.